All right, here we are taking a look at the brand new Roland VG4. So Sean, tell me a little bit, what makes the VG4 better than the VG3?
There's been a lot of actually enhancements and features that have been added to this version of it. One being the ink, some upgrades to the printhead.
So the ink configuration we're now, it's a TR3 inks.
Correct.
What changes took place there?
So the TR3s, one of the benefits there is a lower ink cost overall per milliliter. And then paired up with the printhead that's in this now, we're running far more efficient.
So we got a new printhead inside the VG4.
Correct.
All right, good to hear.
Yeah.
So what are the other cool features going on here?
In addition to just the TR3 inks, we actually introduced the red TR3 here along with the light black. So we have multiple configurations to go with the ink. And the configuration that's in the unit now that we have here is going to give us the widest color gamut, which is your CMYK, your light black, orange, red, and green.
Okay.
So we got an extremely wide color gamut with that configuration. We can also configure it with 2 whites or a dual CMYK if we're just trying to maximize that output.
Okay, so dual CMYK would be your entry level. You have an extended gamut, and then you have 2 options for white configuration. I heard that the white ink of the TR3 is a little more opaque than we had of the TR2.
Yeah,
inks.
we definitely always try to, up the game when it comes to white.
Yeah.
Solvent white is solvent white in general.
So it lacks a little bit of opacity, but the new
Correct.
TR3 white has a little more opacity to
It's
it.
definitely been updated, upgraded. So yeah, if you've got any of those clear applications, it's something to consider.
Right. And again, the caveat is, hey, don't get your machine configured with white ink unless you use white ink often.
Correct.
Because you always still need to worry about maintaining it, flushing it, using it regularly. Otherwise, you're inviting problems on board.
Essentially, and it's just becomes a cost at that point, not necessarily replacing parts, but more just if you don't use it, you kind of lose it to the drain bottle.
Yeah, so unless you have the need for it, stick with either the dual CMYK or the extended color version.
Yeah, I'd say 9 times out of 10, you're going to go full 8 color.
Okay.
Or again, maximizing your output if you do have that dual CMYK where that works.
And there were some improvements on the take-up reel system going on inside here.
Yeah.
For a print and cut machine where we're printing and then launching right into a cut process, what's taking place on the take-up reel system?
Yeah, I mean, obviously print cut is what we're known for. So to kind of keep it all contained and together and to make it very, optimizing that workflow, with the take-up being a smart take-up, we can now print and cut a full roll of stickers without the material ever hitting the floor.
Okay.
So it knows now through a certain function on the take-up option on the panel here that you just have that enabled, that it will know the distance to not allow that
to
material.
feed out and then wind back
Correct.
up without causing a jam up or anything like that. Okay,
Yeah, it's very cool.
So the VG4 comes in a 54-inch model or a 64-inch model?
Correct.
Okay.
540,
so
640.
would it be fair to sum it up to say the VG4 is basically an XG, which is a 64-inch, but we have a single head over here?
Correct.
Same head in both machines, right?
The baby brother to the XG. Absolutely.
Okay, I think I put the pieces together. So if you guys want to hear more about the VG4 or any of the Roland printers, head over to Grimco.com. We have the spec sheets as well as the pricing available on there. Or simply pick up the phone, give us a call, 1-800-542-9941, and we would love to pair you up with the next Roland printer for your environment.